We have a site plan review this evening regarding Marianne. Planning Commission's approval to open a candy business, homemade chocolate at 24 West Salem Street. The address is noted C2.
Good evening, my name is Marianne Plessy. This is my husband Bill, and in front of you should have a copy of a floor plan as well as a business plan that we submitted to Mr. August Cerrone. Our property located at 24 West Salem Street is zone C2, and as many of you know, I operated a beauty business there for 15 years. The new business that we plan to open by April 1st, and no kidding really, will be named Marianne's Homemade Chocolate. The same wooden frame short arm signpost will be placed in the front yard, and the sign will measure 24 inches wide by 29 inches long. We want to give everyone a business card, so you may write down on the back of the card what the planned hours of operation will be. We will be open Tuesday through Friday, as long as everyone is willing, 10 to 4, and on Saturday from 10 to 2. We will offer a select variety of chocolates that will appeal to everyone's taste buds. Choices will be milk chocolate, dark, white, as well as diet chocolate for those with special concerns, and there will also be gluten-free varieties. I use only the finest ingredients with no additives or preservatives. We will also start a program that we will name Candy for a Cause. Since socks are the most requested items at all shelters across the country, we will donate socks every month with proceeds from our business. Any questions? Pardon me? April 1st. And I brought samples. You wanted like samples, I'm driving.
Well, I was joking at the Chamber of Commerce board meeting this morning that I'd be your first customer when you opened up. So
okay.
I can say that I truly was one of your first customers now.
So, Marianne, what made you get into this line of business? You were in salon beforehand, right?
Yes, I was in salon business for 30 years, but I also was in the cake and candy business when I was raising my children. I had a private cake business in my home for 8 years, and I did the candy for 4 years, yes. And that was in another town in Hubbard.
You had experience doing this?
Yes, I have, And these are the fillings for the candy are all my own homemade recipes.
Does he like test everything first?
He's a jelly bean. Not the
You were the taste tester.
No, actually, I don't want to talk.
Probably a jerk going down around that.
I think he's the best worker.
I may have two different things.
Couple.
Do we have a motion?
I motion to approve as submitted.
Second.
Anything? Question? Roll call, please.
As soon as I finish chewing. God.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You sure packed that an hour ago. Everyone would have been a whole lot.
I guess I said that I worked it up.
Pass that around.
Tucker?
Yes.
Brian?
Yeah. This is one of the nights where we needed birdfish too. They bring me up.
Some people get their muscles up.
You're good to go.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bill, where do you live?
You know where I live.
Next up, we have a site plan review, David Yost of Yost Insurance Agency LLC. Seeking the planning commission approval to build a new office building on 125 Beal Drive.
So I'm Dave Yost, and I'm the owner of Yost Insurance Agency. We sell healthcare and Medicare products and home and auto insurance to people in the community. And currently I have an office at Town Center at Firestone Farm. So I was here a couple years ago, and things went really well. We've been blessed to grow to the point where we need to expand and build our own office. So Mr. Maple allowed me the opportunity to purchase commercial lots from him. And actually, that's one update. We purchased it since I wrote this, so now I'm the owner of the property, and we'd like to start building as soon as we get the funds and approval. I believe everybody has a little packet of perfect.
This will be significantly larger space.
Yes. It would be roughly 4,000 square feet. Right now I have 788 square feet. We have employees working in the closet. So.
This is next to the dental office, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just north of it.
South. Just south of the dentist office, yes. Mm-hmm.
On the back.
Yeah, right. Right from Deal Drive, so you'll get in Royal Burko and then hang a left. Second.
Any other questions? Roll call?
Ted?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You get good rates right now, too, huh? Next up, we have a site plan review from Brad Grant with Grant Industries, seeking the planning commission's approval to expand the parking lot at their business located at 1361 Heck Road.
Good evening.
Hello.
Brad Grants, 1361 Heck Road. We would just like to expand our parking lot in the adjacent property that we bought off Tucker. And that's pretty much the scope of it. We have expanded enough that we need more storage space for equipment and vehicles.
Is there any runoff issue with the expansion?
We don't have any right now. We don't.
That's really, I think they can't go through stormwater. I don't know if the industrial park has stormwater systems in it, to handle it.
That water's just running down the ditch.
Well, they deal with, impervious versus partially impervious areas and stuff like that, do calculations. But I don't know if the industrial park has some stormwater system that can handle so much coverage.
I know we have a system, thinking of stormwater soil also.
Yeah, so that with the stormwater trail is just right there. And then we put a new stormwater trail in for this one. Okay. So, and your application said it was one of the words in the application I think was wrong, it said it was a swamp, I don't think that's right.
At that point in time, I was pretty irritated.
I don't think it was a swamp.
And there's cattails growing
Now,
out too.
there is.
No, you're right.
If somebody wrote something wrong on there,
Yeah.
it's not my baby, but it's just, it's not a swamp and there's no
Well, since you
cat.
brought that up, I owe Lance and Augie an apology, and I'll give it publicly. I was rude. I was not expected to be shut down from pushing some dirt to put some gravel down, so I apologize.
Anyone want to make a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second. Any comments? A roll call?
Tucker,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Ted,
Yes.
Good to go.
Thank you.
I can move dirt.
Thank you for the chocolate.
Next up, we have a replat, Rochester Harrison Master Plan Builders, would like the planning commission approval to replat lot 37 and 2 in Old Saybrook.
Good evening, Commission. Rochester Herrick, I'm representing Master Plan Builders for lot number 2 and the other lot 37. Lakefront Preserve for lot 37. First off, I just want to thank you guys for all the time you're putting into our community and just the healthy conversations. And actually, anybody here that's adding to the community, they know in their heart whether or not they're truly in it for the community, and I just appreciate it because obviously I'm a resident and your time is important, so thank you. Which lot would you like to discuss first?
Looks like we have, what, 42, 43, 44?
That's a replat of,
That's replat on Danbury. Replat 37. Said you want to create new lots 42, 43, and 44 from 37.
yes.
Which was originally 2.637 acres of land.
Yeah, so we're replatting lot 37 here, creating new lots 44, 42, and 43. 37, basically, lot 37 is a chunk with a larger parcel. So, and we've sold 3 lots, so we're dividing those off this time.
Meets all the requirements,
What's that?
meets all the requirements and lot size.
Oh, yeah, yeah, frontage here is, gosh, I think it's, we're in R1 PUD, so it's very, very small at this point, yeah. 120 foot minimum frontage,
Okay.
or 120 foot frontage on these lots.
And then you have a separate request to replat lot number 2.
Yeah, separate request replat lot number 2, that is with Master Plan Builders, that lot, and that lot is, lot number 2 is very, very confusing, because lot number 2, there's 13 amendments for a condo association on lot 2, plus there's 2 different property descriptions where I have another 17 units that privately, that I own, and there's vacant land as well, so that's a very confusing, I still don't understand how it even works, but it works. So we have a property description, and we're replatting 2 lots from there, going with the same design of fee simple homes that were built, not design, same association design that we have in Back Bay right now. So where there's fee simple lots, but yet they act like villas. So the laws have changed over the past 7 to 10 years, giving additional leverage in an association to control the grounds private property. So, a little bit different, but this is, has the ingress and egress permission, through the, Columbiana Dock State Charity Homeowners Association. And, it's noted there on the plat as well. Any questions regarding that one?
Meet all the requirements?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes submitted.
Second.
Any other questions? Have a roll call?
Brian?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Ted?
Yes.
Tucker?
Yes.
The, commission comments this evening?
Thanks, Rick.
You're welcome. I would like to say, when I've sat through many public hearings in the last 10 years, and I'd like to thank everyone who's here. Most people left, but I appreciate the fact that regardless of which side of the discussion you fall on, that it was respectful. I mean, there is opportunity in situations like this where passions get away with people, and I'd just like to thank everyone, regardless of where you're coming from and how you feel, that we all handled ourselves professionally, and realize that we're all neighbors, and at the end of the day, this decision that we have to make, you just saw that half this room isn't going to be happy no matter what we do. So, I mean, this is not a matter of trying to do something that's right or wrong. It's a matter of what's good code and what's best for our community. It's what's best for all of the neighbors. And I'd just like to say thank you, regardless, for how you all handle yourselves this evening. Because I've sat through some meetings where that's not the case. So thank you.
Thank you.
I would just like to add as well, you know, just as Ryan said, just as many of you are going to be disappointed as those would be happy with whatever decision's made. And it's unfortunate because I don't think Mr. Ripley had any ill intent of this getting to where it is tonight. I don't think he had any intent of that. And at the end of the day, if he could probably make it all go away, he probably would. With that said, there's no easy solution here, believe me, and I toss it around and talk about it, and it's just unfortunate that there will be some people disappointed in the decision that has to be made, and I just wish it wouldn't have got to this, but it's just part of our job, and that's what we have to do, so.
Yeah, I would like to add one thing. I spoke with the mayor of East Liverpool this afternoon, and he talked about the fact that they had like their first planning commission meeting today that they've had in many years, and it didn't go too well. And I said, well, you'll probably read about ours tomorrow too. And he said, well, I think I'd like to come so that I could let your residents know that your idea of a planning commission meeting and not agreeing on something is probably a little different than the problems that we're dealing with. And I think that's true, but it's a problem nonetheless. I mean, when you live next door to something and you're not happy with it, you're not happy with it. But we are blessed to live in a community where our problems are $1 million gardens in our backyard that we don't want. I need to leave it at that. That is a different kind of problem than many communities face. And that's as bad as a problem as it is a very good problem.
Be assured the press is here.
I'm sure someone will say something. As an owner of a construction company and engineering company, we go through a lot of planning commissions. That's what we do between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. And what has come to said is that this is the nicest town in America. Okay, the way people have conducted themselves, as heated as it was very professional. Okay, and there was, what I thought, no attacks. And that can be to some of the business community, because that's not what happened. And as everyone has said up here, I'm proud of everybody in this room and everybody that came here that actually handled themselves in a very passionate way, but kept their cool heads about it.
Yeah. Anyone else have any commission comments? Any public comments?